So what do you have?
I have a lot wrong with me.
But what are we going to talk about right now?
It's up to you.
Let's talk about eating disorders.
In what particular manner or way are you speaking of?
What kind of eating disorder are you going through right now?
I just don't eat.
At all?
At all. I see food, I go away from it.
And you don't feel the need to...
I don't feel the urge. I feel nothing. I feel empty. I just don't see it delicious or anything. You can wave, like, candy in front of my face.
Oh, I saw you drinking a Yoo-hoo the other, but that's off topic. Like, who cares about the Yoo-hoo? But
the Yoo-hoo it's just random. Like, any fluid besides caffeine-wise. Just...
Because I know other people that use, like, drinks with instead of actually eating, they use drinks with actual calories in them, so that they'll still get their calorie fill, but like
I know exactly what I mean. Sometimes I do that, but majority of the time I just don't eat. I don't feel the urge. I just don't care about food.
Oh, I almost called you Rebecca. I'm so sorry, cousin. I'm so sorry.
It's Rose. Thanks.
I know. I looked at you and I was like, Becky.
You're good. You're fine.
You don't feel any kind of urge. Like, does it make you sick when you try?
Yes. I cannot function properly when I have disgusting food in my system.
Because I know people that do the same thing. It makes them sick when they try to eat because they're so used to...
And it goes down to digestive. I end up being constipated, and I cannot process anything, any particular anything.
Do you think your eating disorder might be because of that? Part of it?
I just don't care.
Because I know, like, some people simply just can't eat when they've gone too far into their disorder.
I could go days and days without food. Food is not my issue.
Like, I know Amber and Maddie, they, like, when they try, like, Amber will get sick. She will get sick if she tries to eat because she has, like, stopped eating for years.
If I try to eat on some occasions, like, let's say it's like a month, right? And I finally pick up something, I'll eat a little bit, and then all of a sudden I'm, like, hungry, like an urge of hunger. And then when I eat all of it, it takes, like, 2 to 3 weeks to process. And I'm full. Like, I just go on hibernation.
Kind of like, well, you're doing better than some people.
On most occasions, I just don't eat. I eat like this much.
That's probably like a milligram.
Food's not my worry. Food's not my casualty, not my interest.
How would you say there'd be a way to fix it?
There isn't.
I think there is. It just takes a lot of hard work and dedication to trying.
Dedication towards what?
To trying to eat despite feeling full. Because you're not. Because I realize that you're not doing it normally. Like you're.
You can't eat when you feel empty, and you feel misery.
Do you think depression might lead into?
Depression and anxiety can lead into multiple psychological events, trust me. It leads to isolation. It leads to isolation. Chronic depression leads to, anxiety attacks where you can't really do anything. That's me.
Instead of not eating, I'm tired all day, every day.
Yeah.
I don't have
I have the energy built inside me by the water, but the food in me, it makes me feel sick. It makes me feel like I'm worthless.
Like, along with being tired, I get worn out easily. I have an iron deficiency along to go with it, so I'll be, like, if I don't have caffeine, I will, like...
Right. Shake.
And I'll
I have the opposite. I have ADD. I just don't care about doing anything. But not only that, just having an eating, quote-unquote, disorder and depression and anxiety attacks on it does not go well. And if you can't breathe, Good for you.
Like, and then I'll be tired, and I'll even fall asleep in class, but then I'll get home, and I'll try to go to sleep, and I could sit there for an hour just staring at the ceiling. Like,
sometimes during night, I stay up all night. I'm fine, 7 a.m. I'm just tired, and I go to school, and I just sleep. And when I get home after school, I'm like, great, I have a lot of energy. Repeat.
Yeah, like in the middle of middle school, I'd fall asleep in 7th period, and then I'd go home and I'd fall asleep, and then I'd wake up and it's like 7:30 at night, and I'll be like, what?
A pattern of where I would sleep day and night, just hibernate and skip all meals, and I would be fine. This went on for 2 weeks, at least.
Oh.
Day and night, I would sleep, come home, sleep, hibernation, wake up on time, be fine, not even touch 1 single gram of food. No liquids or anything. But somehow I managed to, like, process food. Just food. Every day I would take a leak or do something.
Take a leak.
A leak. But it's very complicated to live because you don't know if one day you're going to be able to eat or another day you're going to be able to breathe. I can do that if you want.
Go for it.
So the depth of the psychological of a human mind or body, or just psychologically, is basically your behavior, how you act, who you are. It's not necessarily the makeup of you. It's not necessarily what defines you. It's about what is you. Who are you? Why is my body acting like this? Why can I not eat? Why can I not sleep? Why can I not go to the bathroom properly? Why can I not breathe? Why can I not hear or see? So, my name is Rose Thompson. I'm a senior, and this is who I am. Ba-da-ba-ba!
And this is her story.
Alright, so it started back when I was little. And when I was little, I mean little. Like I was 4.
Turn the mic this way so
I was about 4 years old when it happened. I discovered that I can't hear properly. Oh no! So, I got these things called hearing aids, a lovely device. The device is used for people who can't hear. Keep in mind, I'm 4, and I don't know what's going on. So my proficiency when I hear is 50 on my left and 75 on my right. In other words, I have what they call a cookie bite. If you want to check that out, I recommend Google. Google's your best friend. Anyways.
Aside from physically, how like psychologically, how do you think that affected you as having that kind of disability?
How it affected it affects everything. It affects relationships. It affects how I hear. It affects everything. It affects how you live. Imagine not being able to hear the birds or hear the toilet flush. You use your eyesight for everything, your touch, all your other senses. That's what you're going based off of. It's horrible. It really is. But I'm used to it. The second thing I have is ADD. It's the opposite of ADHD. Thank God. I'd rather not be hyper. I'd rather not care.
My brother has ADHD. He'll freaking have a pen and he'll go like play with the pen and play with the pen. Snap. Oh,
great. New one.
Or like he can't go on without like.
ADD is different. It's the opposite. It's where you just can't wait to leave and be lazy. It's not that I'm lazy. It's just psychologically it affects because not being able to hear and having ADD do mix very well. It just makes you be different and not see. And if you know me, then you know exactly how I am in school. I'm very out there, but just because I'm out there doesn't mean I don't have issues. Another thing, I breathe in psychologically affects me because when I breathe, I don't breathe properly. Currently, as I speak, I'm not breathing. I'm not even breathing through my nose or my mouth. I'm blank. So now you're kind of wondering, hey, Rose, you're like the new version of The Walking Dead. How is that possible? I don't know. I wish I could explain, but psychologically affects. I can't sit here and tell you what I am and what I'm not. But I will say is that disorders are real. They are out there, and they can haunt you.
The sucky thing is that they don't get recognized.
Mm-mm.
Like, you'll be talking to DCF about issues that you're having, and they don't count
Right.
emotional abuse, and it's terrible.
It's horrible. Verbally abused.
Like, this person's actively hurting them, and
Right.
maybe not physically, but it's still there.
Exactly. Psychologically, verbally abused is a psychological effect. It's manipulating, it's compulsive, it's just aggressive. All these sorts of words being thrown at you like nerd or geeky, I don't mind that. But the most awkwardest encounter I have ever engaged was when I got told I can't do it. Here's a story. Sit back and enjoy. It started my sophomore year. Rose at the time was in 10th grade. Oof. I was in 10th grade, and I decided, hey, I want to join Art JRC. I had to fight for it. I had to get into it. I had to be different. I talked to my counselor, and my counselor said, oh, I don't think you're mentally prepared for it. What? What do you mean? I don't think you're mentally prepared for it. Why is that, if I may ask? Out of curiosity, I thought to myself, is it because I can't breathe? Is it because I don't eat properly? Is it because, I'm short? And all these crazy thoughts, she just stared at me and said, no. It's because you're not mentally capable of doing the activities that they particularly do. So ever since that day, I told myself I can. Not that I can't, I can. In other terms, psychology is all about who you are, the makeup of you, your mind, your games, what makes you you. And it's very interesting because as I speak, I'm constantly thinking and my mind's racing. I may be speaking about one thing, but my mind sure to heck is thinking about something else. As I'm speaking here, I could be looking at someone and talking about this right now. I could be in a different room currently, and you have no idea where I am. So my voice inflicts and the tones I talk and how I speak is all psychologically involved. Who I am, where I'm currently at, everything is psychologically inflicted. Fourth thing, oh joy, another disorder, yippee-ki-yay, is sleeping disorder. Sleeping isn't easy for me. So, I have what they call insomnia. So it's a lovely definition of how to not sleep.
You're an insomniac?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. That is right. That is correct. I have a hard time sleeping. It's not that I choose not to sleep. It's just the fact I cannot sleep. I don't know what it is. My brain is constantly racing, thinking, and then I have memories inflicting from my past. I have a lot of disorders and a lot of inflicts and conflicts that happens around. One thing I have noticed, I've been speaking to a lot of other students of this school, Spruce Creek High School in particularly, is that everyone's stressed, everyone's depressed, they have anxiety levels.
But nobody wants to talk about it.
Exactly. I wonder why.
Nobody wants to talk about it.
I wonder why.
And when somebody does talk about it, the other person takes advantage of it, and it's
exactly.
Terrible.
That's all psychologically. Check that out. That's all psychology.
Like the manipulated become the manipulators.
And then that becomes manipulation in general. It takes 3 things to become psychotic. In other terms, it takes 3 ways to be psychotic. And I will share that to you. The first way is being manipulative. Everyone believes you. You could just get into anybody's brain and be scattered. The second one is when people lie. They believe your lies. Oh. So if you want me to believe you that eating can be improved. Oh, okay. The third is when people constantly stare at you because you're different. And they think you're delusional for being different. They don't care. They wouldn't care if you died.
But all in the same sense, we're all on the same level.
Exactly. That's all a psychological effect. Keep in mind, as I'm speaking, my mind's racing. Awkward silence. Keep in mind that as I'm sitting here and talking to you guys in the classroom, I may know things that you guys don't. Or I may know things that you guys won't ever know. My name's Rose Thompson. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. It's a great day to be a hawk.
No, it's not.
Aww.